thought I'd do a review of this little Midea washing machine. It is a Midea 1.2 kilogram washing machine. Strangely, this is very basic as well. There is no detergent compartment on it. This here would be where it is, but unfortunately this model doesn't have it. Speaking of the model, it does actually have a model number. It's MNG12VD1E. Try to go online though and find any information on it. For example, like the instruction booklet, and it doesn't exist. I tried translating some of the stuff and it can't translate it for some reason. Don't know why, but whatever. Right. The reason why I'm doing it now, rather than say after I've kind of used it, is I just need to work out how to get this off and if it's possible to run it without it on. It might not be possible, so we're going to do it as is, as you would get it out of the box. Literally. And we'll just start off with, it's actually just made of plastic, all of it. The front, the top, the sides, the whole lot, the whole cabinet is made of plastic. Right. This is the plug you get. It is Chinese, and you get a little adapter with it, with 13 amp fuse in it. Right. It has 3 transit bolts, so don't forget to take them out when you first buy it. Got 3 transit bolts in the back. They come out. Right. Door release is here. Push to open it up. Right, we've got a little reminder thing here telling you to take stuff out of pockets, for example, before you put them in. Don't leave them trapped within the door, like that. And make sure not to fill it over half, which is wrong, because it's obviously made for filling all the way up as well. More on that in a minute. Right, so we've got our drum light here. It's a drum LED, but it also has a UV light in it as well. And it will come on during the spin cycle on some of the cycles. That blue nozzle there is what you basically water inlet. Like I said, there's no dispenser, so you've got one valve. It just opens up and it goes straight on the door. Got our little drum. It is literally a tiny little recreation. It is so cute. It is a 9-litre drum capacity, so not bad. And of course it gives you a 1.2 kilogram load capacity. There's our door. We've got our ratchet. We've got these here. These bungs don't actually hide any screws whatsoever. They are just there to push back. We've also got a plastic door bowl. Of course. Despite this is going to warp over time and probably discolor because a lot of the cycles are designed to be used as hot. Inside as well, mechanics wise, it is literally a miniaturized washing machine. So it has a direct drive motor, which is miniaturized, max spin of 800 RPM. It has a tiny little pump, but it's a proper little pump as well. It is so cool. We've got a full-size door lock actually, I think. So it doesn't look any smaller than normal. We've got and also we've got emergency door release at the bottom, hidden away under there. You'll have to tip it back, unscrew it, and you can pull it open if you need to get it open for whatever reason. We've also got 2 little dampers either side. They're exactly the same as a normal washing machine damper, just miniaturized. We've got 2 little tub springs at the top, which hold the tub in place. They're just actually quite small and thin, but they're fine for what they need it to do. Other than that, literally underneath, it is literally a miniaturized washing machine. No different you find into a normal full-size one. And we've also got an 800 watt heater, and it's just a normal heater with a you know, your normal metal standard heater you find in any washing machine, just that big and 800 watt. Right, if you're wondering how big it is, so this is a bath towel. If we'll put that in, we could easily put another one in if we wanted to. If you want to put a bath sheet in, it will take on a bath sheet. But the main thing it's made for washing is underwear and kids' clothes. So, baby clothes like this. And small t-shirts, see? So we've got little baby wears there, a little 2-year-old's t-shirt, a bib, for example, another onesie. Look how that, look, plenty. It's also made for washing underwear as well, and made for washing all little bits, underwear, or maybe just the one item you just want back very quickly. Maybe you want, you know, a t-shirt back very quickly. Maybe you want underwear doing, bras doing. Maybe you got a delicate item, a small delicate item. It will happily wash it. Right. So because there is no detergent dispenser, you will have to put detergent into the machine. So what I advise anyone is getting a little scoop out of one of these, which is only 30ml, and obviously don't use more than all of that. In fact, you want to use about half at most. Just put it in on top. Now, this is powder that we're using, so don't worry if you shove it on top. It won't damage your clothes or anything. Then we've got our range of programs. Oh, just to also let you know, around the back as well, it's got a standard water inlet for like a normal washing machine. The drain hose is tiny. That's how big it is. But with that little end there, you could theoretically shove it on with an adapter onto a sink spigot underneath the sink, possibly, if you wanted to. Right. Go for the programs. First one is carton. Your normal carton cycle. It presets if you're under temperatures and stuff like that. So we've got 2 buttons here. This one is extra rinse function. So every cycle does a minimum of 2 rinses. Press it again repeatedly, and you can add up to 5 rinses instead from 2, so you can have 3 extra rinses. That is your variable temperature. Now, because this is cotton, we can have every temperature possible. There's 80. We've got to obviously let it come off before we get a time. And of course, the higher the temperature, the longer the wash takes, which is fine. Got cold there, for example, and 30, and then back to 40 again. Now, max load for all these cycles, I don't know because we don't have the manual, but we can have a bit of a guess. Obviously, this is cotton cycle, so max load is full load, for example. Oh, also, if you press and hold this button here, your temperature, there we go. We've got time delay up to 24 hours. This button, if you press and hold for 3 seconds during mid-cycle, is a child lock. Right. Then we've got this cycle here. It's a 15-minute wash, quick wash, whatever you want to call it. It presets at cold and can go up to 40. Of course, if you do that, it will take longer. Interestingly, you can have up to 5 rinses. It's quite neat, I suppose. Max load for the quick wash will be basically a quarter load. Basically one item, 0.3 kilograms, something like that. Then we've got this one. You got a little plus. Now, if this comes up here, can you see a little tiny plus there? That little plus guard thing is basically the UV light will come on during spin to sanitize all your items with UV light. I think that's baby wear. Might be wrong. Not entirely sure. But minimum temperature is 80. Bit of a bizarre one. Then we've got this one. Temperature is set to 40 and can't be changed. I think looking at it, it's possibly like a shirt cycle, anti-creasy cycle, stop creasing, whatever it is. Not used it yet, so no idea. We've got this one, which is underwear, which is exactly the same as Cotton's, but you've got the little plus thing instead. So again, you got all temperatures available on this. It starts from 30 and will go all the way up to 95. For example. That I think is baby clothes. It's preset at 60 and can't be changed. 2 rinses as normal. Then we've got this, which is anti-allergy guard or something like that. Again, presets at 60, go up to 95. Stuff like that. Presets for 2 rinses. Then this one is tub clean, and it does spin the water up and will heat up to 95. It can't be changed. And it does 2 rinses and can't be changed. Right. So, okay, let's have a little go then. Let's let something like underwear. We're up to 40. Actually, I'll do it to 60. And then go from there. Right. So, we'll let it run and see what it does. Now, annoyingly, this drum light will go off. I believe it's got some kind of restrictor in it. Can you see how fast it comes in and it kind of goes and then it shuts down very quickly? It'll have a little valve, I think, plastic valve inside the inlet valve. So as pressure goes up, it will close it off. Well, close it down, shall I say. Just reduces how much was going in at any point. Now, can you see? We can't see now. The only way to get it back on is, well, to hit play start. Ooh, actually, they're quite fresh. Right, want to give this little thing out of 10 then? Well, obviously, no dispenser. I would like a dispenser. Washing ability seems to be a lot better than the even smaller machines. It does seem to be that thing of just having it a little bit wider, a little bit deeper of a drum. Obviously, having 1 kilogram where it can actually physically move around changes a lot of things, you know, in terms of washing and stuff like that. Spin performance is pretty poor. It's 800 RPM, but then you've also got a narrow drum, so the G-force is pretty low. Not soaking wet. It's definitely a lot better than the 0.5 kilogram daily netty thing that I had. That was also 800 RPM. Makes sense, I suppose. You got 8 programs. There's plenty of choice there for what you're actually washing. I'd say there, you know, everything from a 15-minute quick wash to a sanitized cycle, all in very quick times and whatever. I suppose that's kind of to do with the Chinese way of doing stuff. Yeah. Build quality, a little bit of a downer, I suppose. It's made of plastic to start off with. It's quite flimsy at the sides and on the top. A bit more solid on the front, which is fine. I do like this door. It's quite seamlessly like this. This is actually plastic, but it looks like glass. I do like that. I do like the touch buttons with the coloured logos for the options. I find it quite interesting that the Chinese are the first ones to actually kind of bring this kind of thing out. Yeah, we could have had it years and years and years ago. We've had touch buttons for ages. We've had this ability for ages. And yeah, it's the Chinese that decided to start doing it on cheap machines as well. So, you know, to be fair. Direct drive motor, that's a nice little bonus. Just like all direct drives, it means it should hopefully never ever go wrong. There's probably a Hall sensor on it that will probably eventually go wrong on it. But hey ho, again, it should be a easy and cheap fix. Accessibility to the actual machine, as daft as it seems, it's a bit of an awkward one because if you want to get to the heater, it's quite easy to get to. You just take a couple of screws from the bottom out, take the door clamp off and lift it up, and you've got access to the heater at the front, as well as the pump as well. You can grab everything you want inside. But if you want to actually look at the motor, which I had to do, unfortunately, and let's say the Hall sensor does go in the future, to get to it, then you got to take the entire body off. Yeah, this body's all wrap around, and it's holding by 4 screws underneath and 2 at the back. It does lift off, but it does mean disconnecting quite a few things just to get to the motor. That being said, to disassemble it and then put it all back together, you're probably looking at less. Once you get good at it, you should be done within about an hour. So it's not that bad to completely disassemble the entire machine. I think I sort of disassembled it, not really knowing what I was doing, but then to reassemble it took me about half an hour. That included putting on the tub front. The front half of the tub was off, you know, and all the screws were undone. So if you want to do a spider change, you could probably do it in an hour. If you want to do bearings, you could probably do it in an hour. And you can do them, and you can change them out since it has a split tub. Whether you can get hold of parts, though, is a different question. This is Chinese. You would probably have to import them, and they're expensive. If anything does go wrong, which you probably will do because it's Chinese. Yeah, but other than that, I do like it. So I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think that's a good benchmark. Yes, he hasn't got a dispenser. All right, 6.5 out of 10. If he had a dispenser, it would massively up that. But of course, you know that when you're buying it. Of course, I didn't buy it myself. This was broken when I first got it. Going back to the quality issues, the screw head had snapped off inside, worked its way around, and got jammed within the motor, making a horrible noise. So we got the screw head off and out. it just seems bizarre that a brand new screw has snapped off. Now, I presume that what's happened is in the factory when it's been all put together, it's been over tightened and snapped, but they haven't realised it. Then it's been shipped, it's rattled around, and it's got lodged. Whatever. But now it's all up and running. Yeah, it did have an error 30 door code. The door was playing up when I first ran it, but only on the first cycle. Ever since then, it's been absolutely fine. We'll see, going forward. Yeah. Right, I hope you enjoyed this review. Give us a like if you did. Comment down below what you like about this machine. Obviously, I'm going to do some more videos of it. Hopefully, once I've got this off, it'll look a bit weird because obviously the Midea would be gone, and that would be gone. If I can get it off, it's a different question. Should be possible. They will appear on the other channel. But then eventually this machine, I'm going to put it into my own house for now. Connect it up kind of thing, and then use it as like a bit of an emergency washer. It's quite nice to have that you can put like a bath sheet in and wash that, or you can throw in about a week's worth of underwear possibly, and it'll wash it fine. Cool. Right, give us a like, give us a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the video, so bye for now.